the part 2 of the session we started yesterday. Yesterday we couldn't even scratch the surface of the topic yesterday. We haven't even really done justice. And that's the reason I thought, okay, and I want to make sure I complete this particular topic. Can someone remind us what we talked about yesterday? I need somebody to please briefly, just briefly tell us what we discussed yesterday. Thank you. We talked about destiny handlers and destiny hijackers. So, destiny handlers and hijackers. And remember what I said yesterday? I said, if you don't start calling forth your destiny handlers, you are going to attract destiny hijackers. Thank you, Sugar. If you don't start it right now. Calling forth this, all you are going to attract are these people, the hijackers, the manipulators, the infiltrators, the energy vampires. One of the things we talked about yesterday was, we said there is a difference between a destiny handler and a destiny helper. They are two different people. And the reason many people are currently still struggling is because the people they have around them are just, a helper can be anything. A helper can be an advisor, an encourager, someone that encourages you. Your helper can be your friend. Your destiny helper can be your friend. Your friend encourages you every now and then, motivates you. That is different from a destiny handler. A destiny handler lifts you up. A destiny handler handles you. That's different from a destiny handler doesn't just help you. Help is objective, right? They don't just help you. They handle you. They handle everything. They sponsor you. They take over everything. 1 second. Ibro. 1 second, guys. Ibro. Okay, please tell him to call Igali. I am live. Let them send the links. I don't want the community to miss out on this. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Share to the group, because I don't want them to miss out on this. I told them not to share to the group, but it will not be fair. A lot of them were here yesterday and they were saying they want to be part of the continuation. So they are going to share to the group. A destiny helper. The best a lot of people have attracted are destiny helpers who encourage them, who motivated them. But a destiny helper may not be able to lift you up from where you are to where you need to be, your place of destiny. What is destiny? Destiny is a program of potentials. Program of potentials. The different steps that you take, the different strategies and methods, the different phases of your life, layers that leads you to purpose. That's what your destiny is. How many of you here believe that you have a destiny that is bigger than you? If you are here, and you are convinced that based on what your destiny is, thank you, Trey, you can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. Some people's destiny is within the circumference of their capacity. They can handle themselves alone. I told you the story of a particular popular preacher, and a lot of you know him in this country. And when he started teaching, he was just teaching a bunch of young people, and he was just there teaching them. But a time came that some people came into his life and said, it is now time for you to just do what you know how to do best, whilst we become the wind beneath your wing. We become the structures and the institutions behind you. We become your financial backbone. That there is nothing you set out to do that will not be financially catered to. That is different from a helper. That is a destiny handler. A destiny handler handles you, handles the knob of your life, controls, influences the different phases of your life. How many people here are convinced that they are on the right path as far as their purpose is concerned? As far as your destiny, your purpose is concerned, how many people here you are convinced that you are on the right path? Type in the comment section. And listen to me. The same way you have the handlers, you have the hijackers. Fantastic rookie. You have the hijackers. Some of you, somebody must lift you up. Someone must take over your tech idea and just say, now at this point, do what you know how to do best. And you don't have to worry about anything again. There must be a synchronicity between someone who have what you need because they need what you have. That's the matrix of destiny. That's what synchronicity is. Somebody takes over everything about your life. Thank you. Whilst you do what you know how to do best. They say that ideas are not enough. Talent is not enough. Talent is not enough. And we are entering the next 9 years of mastery. 1 second. Ima, who is playing that music now? We are entering the next 9 years from obscurity to mastery. Some of you are going to be shocked if you don't submit yourself to others as a burnt offering. If you can only reorganize your life and reprioritize and understand that nobody is necessarily using you, you just don't have a plan. That's why you have become a tool for others to achieve their plan. So they are not wrong. You are the one who is wrong. Nobody is using you. You offered yourself as a tool to be used. See, this is the first thing. The fact that you don't have any plan, that people can see through you. If you have a plan, people can see it. If you don't have a plan, people can see that you don't have a plan. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. But listen to me, guys. If the moment people are able to ascertain that you are a man or a woman on a mission, you know what they're going to bring to the table? You know what they will bring to the table of that transaction? Partnership. They want to transact with you. If you present yourself to people as somebody without any plan, they are going to turn you to an instrument or a tool to achieve their own plan, and they are not wrong. Somebody must be used. Religion must use some people to achieve its aims. There is nothing wrong with that. Religion has a plan. There are strategies. Politicians must use people to achieve their aim. There is nothing wrong with that. Nobody is wrong to use people to achieve their plan. You are wrong when you give people the impression that you don't have any plan, because automatically you are submitting and surrendering yourself to them as a tool to be used to achieve their own plan. The moment you develop your own plan and you start executing and implementing your plan, you know what happens? You set yourself up to attract not just helpers, but handlers. Now, there is a verse of the Bible in the book of Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1. It says, 60 or 61 or thereabout, where some of you, if you know it, you can write it in the comment section. It says, kings will come to the brightness of your rising. Keywords right now. Kings, not paupers. Kings. Oracle Beats, greetings. Kings will what? Because now you are well positioned. Now you are in your Zion. Yesterday I defined what Zion is. I said that Zion is your center of authority, where your reality emerges. So the moment you are positioned in your Zion, you cease to struggle and beg people. You cease from hustling. You know, all this hustling. People trying to force people to buy into what they are selling. You know, they think it's by struggle. They think it's just by strategies. People jumping into DMs, literally forcing people. The moment is because they are out of place. You are not in your Zion. Because your Zion is your center of authority, is your spiritual place of authority, the center of your soul. You are in alignment with your soul. You are working in partnership with your soul. The algorithm of your soul is not against your desires, right? There is a correlation between everything. And your Zion, which is your primary place of assignment and authority and influence, then becomes your point where the place where your reality emerges. All the realities in your life, they are the reflections of your Zion. Your Zion. That's what Zion is. VIP matching, welcome. So the first thing I said yesterday, before you can attract handlers, destiny handlers, you must first be positioned in your Zion. Match a good day. You have to be positioned in your Zion. How many of you here right now, you are convinced that you are in your Zion? Type in the comment section. You are high. You are convinced that you are currently in your Zion, your center of authority, your seat of power, of glory, of your kingdom, the place where your reality is emerging from. How many of you are convinced you are in your Zion? Your place of groundedness. your center of influence and power. Yes. That's where all the realities you are seeing in your life, they are emerging from your Zion. And the moment you start producing results from your Zion, boom, you qualify for handlers. You qualify for handlers. You are going to be in your Zion. Don't worry. The reason you have to be in your Zion before 2026 is because 2026 is the year of the individual. It's a year of individuality. It's not 2027. It's 2026, universal year 1. Fire horse. Fire horse runs alone. Doesn't wait for nobody. 2026 won't wait for you because, I think this girl is sad. Let me wait for her to be happy. No, it does not wait. You are going to see how that year will be so fast that you'll be like, wow, 2026 will be faster than 2025. The next 9 years is going to happen like 6 months. It's gone. That's why this is the best time for you to start planning, to start plotting, to start strategizing. And it is impossible for anybody to attract destiny handlers when they are not positioned in their Zion, which is their center of authority, where their reality emerges. That's where their reality, the reality in their life, that's where it emerges. Let me tell you one of the things you have to be very, very careful of in 2026. Personality cult. Don't glorify any personality cult. People who have groupie mentality, groupie mindsets, who follow only the leading and the instruction of others, they are not functioning from their Zion, their primary place and center of authority. They are not being led from the office of their soul. So they have to follow a cult, a personality cult. Now they are waiting for prophecy of 2026 now. How they are going to. Any prophecy that is not for the collective is not for you. Nobody can prophesy what will happen to you in 2026 except by the energy that you vibrate, the frequency that you vibrate, except by numbers. You are going to use tools, and those tools will produce results in your life. For instance, numerology. But someone standing and saying, some of you this year, you are going to, is a general statement. Is a general statement. That's why esoteric knowledge is amazing. It doesn't give you general statement. It gives you tailor-made prophecy for you. And you are the one that will work out that prophecy with the tools and the resources and the weapons that will be at your disposal. Beware of personality cult in 2026. You know what I've noticed about a lot of people? As long as they are cult leader, there are religious personality cults. For instance, let me just use this as an example. As long as their pastors are prospering, they assume they are also prospering. You've been at the same spot for 5 years, but just because your pastor is changing cars, you assume that your pastor's success is yours. You are a victim of a personality cult. Some people believe that because their religion is expanding, Islam is taking over the whole world. Then what about your own life? Are you taking over your own space? You are a victim of personality cults. And 2026 will not be kind to such people. Hello. You must break away from every personality cult that you belong to, because you must start functioning from your Zion, your primary center of authority and influence, from where your realities emerge. Yesterday I said there are 2 forces around every destiny. The handler. The handler activates your destiny. the hijacker, they manipulate your destiny. So the goal of this program is to expose. The goal is to discern, is to reclaim your power from whoever, in the name of trying to help or undo your destiny, has hijacked your destiny. You have now become a second-class version of yourself. That you can't do anything without taking instructions from them. Your progress is now tied to someone else's mood swing. Your economy is now tied to your oppressor. Come on now, man. That's why I'm very careful with mentorship. You know, you hardly hear me use that word, mentorship. Because a lot of the mentorship that you see all over the place, they are ownership. They want to own you in the name of mentorship. If you want to have a one-to-one with me, just send a DM. But I also encourage you to subscribe to the 36-day manifestation of future design mastery. Because from December, I won't be doing one-to-one. My focus is only on 36 days. Okay, so what is destiny? Because a lot of people think that destiny is carved in stone, right? So destiny is a program of potentials. Say after me, my destiny is the program of my potentials. That's what your destiny is. It's a program of potentials. That's why in numerology, your destiny number is your how. How changes. You can't be doing the same thing the same way every now and then. No, you have to change your strategies, your stratagems. Destination. Destiny is the program of potentials. So what do handlers do? They initiate the next phase of your life. Whilst you are sitting down thinking, what do I do? The next phase. A handler comes in and says, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, this is the next phase we are meant to go to. There is finance for that. There is this for that. There is social capital for that. All the resources you need, they are available for you. So just move. That's what handlers do. How many of you participated in yesterday's session? I was able to define the difference between a handler and a helper. There are two different things, a handler and a helper. So handlers, they are initiators, they are guardians. A handler is a person they are thick in their own skin. They have nothing to lose or gain from you progressing or falling. If you progress, there is a level of satisfaction that they derive from that, right? That's why a handler is not an oppressor, is not a tormentor. A lot of you have spent most of your life with people who, in the name of mentorship, they are just terrorizing you. They kept you as their slave for years because they have people who are not, they don't have any results to show. They don't have substance. They don't have evidence and proof for the things they claim. You carry yourself to go and meet them because they are good talkers. Then they keep you under their wing and they don't want you to fly. They trim your wings so you don't fly because they are also not flying. You should watch yesterday's videos. I already talked about the difference between the handler and the helper. A hijacker is a controller. They are control freaks. An infiltrator is a controller, is an infiltrator. That's what a hijacker is. Now let's look at something very important here. You have a soul contract. There are different pages and layers of your soul contract. There are timeline keys of your soul contract. And there is a reason why some people arrive at thresholds quicker than others. One of the ways you awaken the timeline of your soul contract is through conflict and friction. Somebody type friction, conflict. People run away from this. Some of you right now, there are some relationships that friction needs to happen. There is a conflict that needs to happen because that conflict is meant to awaken a new timeline in your soul contract. You don't want to argue with anybody. Let me not. So this tendency to please people at the expense of pleasing yourself is why many people's destiny is tied down. That's why they are not moving. That's why you've worked like a slave in an establishment for years and you don't want to leave because you don't want your boss to be angry. But you don't know that conflict awakens the next timeline of your soul contract, the next timeline of your destiny. That's what conflict does. I remember when I first moved to Abuja, then I had this man. We are in good terms now. Who had a church, and then I joined his church. And in less than 1 month, in less than 1 month, I don't understand. Vaughn, send me a DM. And in less than 1 month, the church, boom, things started happening. And guess what happened? Then the man thought he could hold me down. He thought he could hold me down. And he gave me a place to stay. And when I noticed that it's for what I want to do, for what I want to do with my life, I can't be here. I'm just a passerby. I can't be here for what I want. I'm just a passerby here. And the man didn't want to let me go. And he started frustrating me. That's like one of the, I'll tell you the truth. I locked myself up for 3 days in a room. I didn't go out. And I commanded money. I'll tell you that story. I'll tell you that story one day. I commanded the money I needed to get the house. And there was a business I did with somebody before I came to Abuja. And the business was meant to, my part of the money, they didn't want to give me. But somehow, they paid me 500,000 naira in 3 days of locking myself in the room and saying, I must get the money to leave this place and go and get my own house. And that was exactly what happened. And I left and the man was upset. And moved forward years later, he saw that I was progressing. Listen, people just want you to be successful. There are a lot of people who you left them. The reason they are still upset with you is because they have not seen any proof, evidence in your life that there is any progress. If they see the evidence of success, they will be a bit, they will calm down a bit. We reconciled later because the man saw that this boy needed to leave. If I did not leave him, I probably would be in that place in Abuja now. Those places. The place is called Jikoi. The place is called Jikoi in Abuja. Friction, conflict awakens the timelines of your soul contract. I'm not saying you go out there and start fighting people. If you have done right in any relationship, if you have done well in any relationship, the next thing, if there is any conflict or friction, please understand that many times it is meant to awaken a new timeline. in your soul contract. Because what hijackers do is they trap energy on one plane. The moment they see that you have the values and the strength and the capacity they need, they want to trap that energy on one plane because they don't want you to be free at the end of the day. That's the truth. They don't want you to be free. Hijackers trap energy on one plane. That's what they do. Now let's look at something. You know, Bible says, by their fruit you shall know them, right? By their fruit you shall what? You shall know them. So this some of the ways to know, am I dealing with a destiny handler or a destiny hijacker? A destiny handler always wants you to expand, even if they would not have you within their jurisdiction. If your expansion is going to create a scenario where you will no longer be answerable to them, a destiny handler does not mind, because they are not after control and manipulation. No, they want to make sure that you stand. They derive some kind of satisfaction from your independence and your freedom. I am happy with the fact that Ibro doesn't have to call me for some kind of money. He has a level of financial freedom and independence. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. But a destiny hijacker, they want to contraction. They contract you. It's contraction. They restrict anything that will push you to a place where you no longer need them. No. They are afraid of, in the name of being afraid of losing you, they contract, they restrict. They put you in a fixed position. They trap your energy on one plane. How many of you have had that experience with people, or you're having that experience right now? It can happen in a marriage. It can happen anywhere. Business partnership, friendship. A destiny handler does not mind you expanding, starting your own thing. It's okay. They are even happy that, wow, I'm instrumental to this person starting their own thing. That's fantastic. Difference, clarity. Hijackers create confusion. Handlers, clarity. There is always this clarity that you have when you are in their space. But when you are in the space of the hijacker, what happens? You are confused. There is confusion. What do they want? Are they angry? Are they happy? What do I? Should I move? Should I not move? If I start this project, will they be happy? You know? Should I? Confusion. Handlers, courage. Hijackers, guilt. Hijackers are they are narcissists. They make you feel guilty for wanting to grow. They make you feel, one of the reasons I encourage everybody around me to grow is because I'm not trying to hold anybody down. That's too stressful. Expand, grow. And don't ever feel guilty about it. Build your own institution. Do your own thing. Don't ever feel guilty about it. Hijackers, no. You are going to feel guilty. No. Should I release my own music? My spiritual father will be upset. Really? Your spiritual father will be upset that you are doing what you love to do. They don't want you to evolve, exactly. Should I go and start my own business? Let me not start, because if I start now, and they've kept you down for years. But guess what, handler? Wow, they would even support you. You are ready to start, fantastic. I think you should do it this way. I think you should do it that way. That's why pastors are angry with lead singers, exactly. Because lead singers, they have this, this charisma. And they look like, this guy is trying to take my shine. Have you not noticed that? Pastors, they're always fighting lead singers. They're always fighting those, those boys. They have influence in churches. There was recently, pastors were fighting musicians, Christian singers. There was a major crisis between pastors and Christian singers. Because the singers have as much influence as the pastors. Because what do you see? You see a billboard, 2 preachers, 5 singers. Because they need the singers to drive whatever they are doing. So the moment the singer says, I want to do my own thing, I want to go and release my music so that other churches can be inviting me, the pastor says, you want to leave my covering. You want to leave my spiritual covering. People do it in business too. People do it in politics. People do it in corporate organizations. So you start feeling guilty. You will feel guilty for wanting to grow and progress. How many of you feel that way now? You feel you want to move and progress, but you feel that if you do it, somebody will not be happy. But there is a conviction in your spirit that this is what you are meant to do. How many of you feel that way right now? Because sometimes, listen to me, friction is what is going to awaken the next timeline in your soul contract. Handlers, independence. Hijackers, they always want you to be dependent on them. Always dependent on them. I remember some years ago, someone took me to a particular man and said, this man, I think you should be around him. He helps people a lot. He helps people. He's a giver. So I said, oh, really, he's a giver? Okay. For some people, it's their spouses. Some of you, your destiny hijacker is your spouse. Just know that now, and no peace. That one is the most complicated one. Like, your spouse can just be the one that hinders you, constricts you, restricts you, limits you. And they told me this man is a very generous man. He said, yeah, he gives a lot, he's a giver. He helps people. So I became close to him, or he became close to me, and then I started paying attention. Oh, this guy has been with him for 10 years. This one for 15 years. This one for 5 years. And guess what I noticed? I noticed that everybody around him, some of them have been with him for 5 years. They still needed him for 5,000, 10,000 naira. After 10 years, 5 years of serving a generous good man, they still need him for the bare minimum. And I said, no, this man is not a good man. I don't want to be close to him. And I noticed how he moves in that space. Like, none of them, his goal is to ensure that they are forever dependent on him. But to them, he is a good and generous man. No, he's not. If you are around me, except you don't want to be independent, after 1 to 2 years, I would even send you on errands. Go and do this, and I will not give you money. Because I expect that you should by now be commanding your own wealth that is independent of me. I just need to provide the conducive environment for you to be able to do that. That's the difference. Handlers and hijackers. A handler wants you to be independent of them. A hijacker, no, you must depend on them for life. So they give you tips, I will introduce you to this person. They like name calling. Who cares? Let me tell you something that is very important. A true handler can drift. Sometimes it's possible for a true handler to drift. When a true handler drifts, they quickly come to their senses. I shouldn't put, because guidance is not a cage. He is guiding you, he's not meant to cage you. And you know why this matters? You are entering 2026 Universal Year 1. New 9-year cycle, 2026 to 2024. You must install your sovereignty now. You must start functioning from your Zion, your primary position of influence and authority, where your realities emerge. Your realities emerge. Now, for the Yorubas who are here, let's look at it from the Ifa lens. The ultimate, your Ori. Your Ori is your sovereign handler. So your Ori is actually your Zion. When your Ori is solid, when you and your Ori, your Chi, the Igbos call it your Chi, that's your Zion, the place where your realities emerge. Your sovereign handler. In Yoruba, there are Irumoles, your ancestral custodians, your Irumoles. They are different. Your Ori is your sovereign handler. And this is the integration between the messenger and the owner energy. Your Ori owns you. You are the messenger of your Ori. Orimio, Orire. Orimio, Orire. My spirit double. That's my spirit double. My God intelligence. My infinite intelligence. My spark of divinity. My chi energy. Right. Orimi. So you see me. That's what it's Orimi. Orimi, you see me. Orimi, you see me. See, one of the challenges that people are facing is exactly your Ori always sees you, knows where you are. One of the things that the 36-day manifestation masterclass will do for you is it's going to sharpen your intuition. Ori Ambo, Ori knows everything. Thank you guys. Yeah, fantastic. Because listen, your Ori is infinite intelligence. Your Ori sees everything that you don't see with your natural eyes. And when you see with your natural eyes, and when you're your handlers, shadow handlers, they appear helpful. This is deeper than you think. They appear like they want to help you, but no. They feed on your needs, your neediness, your dependence. They weaponize your secrets. They weaponize your tendency to feel guilty. They weaponize your insecurity. Oh, I know this about this person. So they think they know you. Let me tell you something that you need to do to people. This is Machiavellian. Sometimes tell people some things about you that you know are not, if it comes out to the public, it is not detrimental, but just make them feel that, oh yeah, tell them. And watch what happens the day there is a disagreement. It shows you that if they are going to be part of your long-term journey or they are just for short-term. They weaponize your secrets. They weaponize your guilt. They weaponize your insecurities. Now, listen to this now. You have a soul contract and there are loops, okay? This one is deep. There are karmic handlers. So not all handlers are permanent. Not all handlers are meant to be on a long-term journey with you. No. There are karmic handlers. The karmic handlers, you know what they bring into your life? They bring balance into your life. They bring balance into your life. That's what they do. A lot of relationships are actually karmic relationships. It's meant to teach you something. You are meant to move on from that relationship a better person who has learned something. I didn't consider why. There are the karmic handlers, short-term handlers, karmic. Some marriages are meant to teach you something. It's not long-term. It's a karmic handler. Your spouse is a karmic handler who is meant to teach you something about yourself. Some of you never thought that you were strong until you got married. And the experiences you went through in the marriage revealed your strength and capacity to you. You had to be strong. You didn't know how strong you were. Karmic handler. It brings, because the goal of karma is to bring balance, justice. Now, there are parasitic handlers. So this is different from hijackers. These are also handlers, but there are parasitic handlers because handlers can drift. Attachments. The moment you tell them there is the next phase that you want to move to, anger, they don't want you to move to that phase. They are too attached. They think they own you. You own nobody. You own nobody. There is nobody in this life. Wake up and they tell me, oh, I think I'm moving. You have my blessing. Even if my mother wakes up tomorrow and says, I think I want to move on from being your mother. You know, I've done enough for you as a mother. Thank you for everything you have done for me in the past. Thank you. Bye-bye. No attachments. No attachment. But parasitic handlers, they are too attached. And when you live like this, you would be comfortable with people around you growing, building their own thing, living their own life. I know some of you now you start thinking, there are people in your life who are parasitic handlers and you didn't know it until now. And then there are divine handlers. Divine. These ones are the activators of your destiny. They are the activators of your destiny. They are the ones who, they are not attached. You know, my godfather, these days he calls me, once in a while, like once every month. And when he calls me, I just feel guilty. Like, I haven't called this man for a long. And he's so happy talking to me. And he says, I like what you're doing. Oh, so good. I'm not in Nigeria. When I come to Nigeria, I will call you so we can see. And I'm like, this man is not even upset. I don't even call him. He's not even saying, this boy that I helped, this boy that I helped, he doesn't remember me again. He has forgotten about me with everything I did for him. That's how life is. That's how people are. He activated a timeline in my destiny. He doesn't own me. He doesn't have this sense of attachment. No. This is one of the major problems in relationship. People think marriage is ownership. You own nobody. Your partner, your spouse is not your property. This useless relationship nonsense they are teaching people. You own nobody. Your partner is an individual. And you must let them have love. True love is freedom, not ownership, not obsession. Not all this whitewashed love that they are showing us on social media or in movies. Me and my husband were together. We move together. We pee together. We shower together. We enter room together. We do together. We pull together. Please. Over attachment. You lose your individuality in that kind of space. And that's the goal. They want to make you lose your individuality so that tomorrow when they want to deal with you, you don't have your individuality again. You've lost yourself. So your existence is solely based on the other person's mood. If they are happy, you are happy. If they are sad, you are sad. Even though there's no reason for you to be sad. But because they are moody. Why? Because they are moody. Your whole day is spoiled because another person in the name of relationship is moody. Am I the reason for your moodiness? No, I'm not. If you cannot open your mouth and tell me why you are moody, leave it like that. Can't hold nobody down. You own nobody. You own nobody. A divine handler is an activator. Love is freedom. Is freedom. You must love someone enough to be interested in their passion as much as they are interested in it. This is one of the biggest mistakes that people make in life. They replace a human being, right, with their passion. What they love doing, because someone has come into their life, then that person replaces their passion. No, it doesn't work. I don't believe in those kind of Hollywood nonsense. If I am dating you and I have live session, I will not leave my live session to come and be talking to you in the room. If you like me enough, come and sit down with me here and be listening to the live session. Many people have sold, they've given up their dreams and their destiny because of other people's feeling. How will she feel? How will he feel? How will they feel? No, I don't care. If you think that I should stop what I'm doing, my calling, what I'm passionate about, then you are not for me. Go find another person who is as needy as you. And they say, you're not a romantic man. No, you are not a passionate human being. I'm not a romantic man. I'm not Idris Elba in a love story. And this is the mistake, especially women. Listen, you are always looking for romantic men. You are meant to look for passionate men, not romantic men. Only a passionate man can be romantic. But because many people are going into relationship for photo ops, for Instagram, for hold my hand in public, you are not even romantic. You are not a romantic man. Because everything they do is just to show off to their friends. They'll be looking at themselves in public and taking videos and making I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But that is not what makes for a true, peaceful, loving relationship. Look for a passionate person, not a romantic person. Romance can be faked. When a person is not passionate and you are passionate, come on, you see what's going to happen. You are passionate, they are not passionate, but because, hey love, in public, my baby, my love, hold my hand, kiss me, so that other people can see we are kissing. Peck me. They are the same people when they get to the house, nothing. You can't even slap her in this thing or touch her breast. When they are at home, they don't do anything. A passionate man, it is when you are at home, he suck your breast. When you are at home, he can look at you and just grab your breast. He's a passionate man. He doesn't do things to please the public. He's not looking for public validation. I don't know why am I changing the topic. I am a very dirty sports man. There's the truth. Passionate people, there is a way passionate people function. It's because you are not dating me. If you are dating me, you will know that I can just, the things I can do to you when we are together in the room. Because I'm not doing it in public to seek anybody's validation. They don't matter to me. But in the room, I can grab your breast off your shirt. I can slap you in your this thing, and all those things you are saying, I will do it. It's normal. It's natural to me. I talk dirty with you. But I don't need to do those things for you in public to seek anybody's validation, because I'm a passionate man. I'm a passionate man. I'm not a romantic man. And only passionate people have mastered the subtle art of detachment. They are passionate, so they are not attached. And the only way to actually enjoy, I'm going to close with this. Let me close with dirty talk. The only way you can enjoy a relationship is to find a passionate man or a passionate woman. Yes. Not we are acting for the public. I don't have to act for nobody. I don't have to post any picture of me and you anywhere. If you see a picture of me and a woman standing or doing anything in public, I don't have any romantic relationship. You keep your life private. I'm not saying hide anybody, but when you are passionate and you understand your destiny, you keep your life. You are meant to maintain some level of secrecy when it comes to your private life. And when you meet somebody who also understands that, they can never be a destiny hijacker or a manipulator. No, they can't be an energy vampire. Needy people are potential energy vampires. Needy people. They are potential energy vampires. And I just want to see you every minute. All those talk is already, you are threatening my peace already. I just want a man that if I see something on the street every 1 minute, I can just call him, just answer and say, really? Every 1 minute you see something, so you are driving, you see goat, you call me, I just saw a goat. Hey, it's very, oh, my baby. Really? In 2025? No, you are a needy person and you have the tendency to be an energy vampire. We're going to stop there. This handler and hijacker session is too long. I think I'm just going to stop because there are too many things to say and we have not even scratched the surface. So maybe we'll come back again. We are free. This week is a very, very free week. I'm closing with that. Let me tell you something, guys. A lot of people, when we talk about destiny handlers and hijackers, it doesn't matter what you have, the experience you have had with the opposite sex. Some of you, until you go into a romantic relationship with a person, you may not be able to carry out some destiny task. Some of you, your destiny is actually tied to a particular man or woman who is going to be in a romantic relationship with you, right? And because you're a leader, what's that thing in Yoruba? I'm trying to look for that term in Yoruba. Kadara, your destiny. That's it. Kadara in imejeji. Your kadara is in alignment. And when your kadara is in alignment, the speed you are going to gain from 2026, you are going to be shocked. Hi, Judy. You are going to be literally shocked. So because the it's not going to be normal. It's like soul imprint for both of you. Every intercourse, right, is going to be installation of programs of growth, of elevation for both of you. It's going to be tantric. Everything is going to be tantric. So a lot of you have given up on relationship, on love, on romance, because no, you've been disappointed by it. Exactly. You have been disappointed by people. You've been disappointed by men, by women, and then you think, but just one right person. Who both of you are in, you do things together, and you have, especially you exchange sexual energy. You are going to be literally shocked. I have had that experience before with a girl that attends White Garment Church. I've told you before. Let me stop there. So maybe I'll come back in the evening because there is time today. Yeah. 2026 is going to be an amazing year. Listen, guys, you don't want to miss the 36-day manifestation. No, I'll come back in the evening, Vaughn. I promise. Because sometimes a lot of people, they are destiny handler. Let me tell you one story. There is a girl in this city. She's my friend. She's my friend, and I've told you this story before. She met this guy, and the guy is now, she was meant to marry a particular governor's son, but somebody went to that governor's son to tarnish the girl's image. Not just the girl's image, even her family's reputation. He told me that her family is trash, that the girl is this and that, this person has slept with the girl, this person. So they told the governor's family, and then the governor called his son and said, "You're not going to marry that girl. She and her family, they have a very bad reputation." Child, it broke this girl into pieces. She's my friend. Currently, she has a very big shop at Wuse 2 on Adetokunbo Ademola currently. So some of you, your destiny handler is within the confines of a romantic relationship. Just know that now. So this, I don't want men. I don't like women. Women should go. This proclivity to be hateful towards the other gender, you must cut it off, because some of you, that handler is within the confines of that healthy romantic relationship between two people who understand each other, their spirituality. It's not that this one is going to this direction, this one is going to this direction. And she met this particular guy, and the guy is my friend. I've done business with the guy. Thank you, Adeori. That's what it's called, Adeori. A lot of you women, you need to meet your Adeori. Do you know what it means to be Adeori? Your crown. Adeori pelese. Kadeori pelori. Not Oko. Thank you. Is Adeori your crown? It's different from husband. And your crown doesn't necessarily mean somebody you are married to. It can be somebody you are in a romantic relationship with. Long story short, this girl met this guy, and she called me and said, "I just met this particular guy. We've been talking. He invited me for lunch. He gave me $1,000. He didn't even ask me for anything." I was like, "Oh, really?" I said, "Who is the guy?" So let me show you his picture. When she showed me the guy's pictures, I know him. We've done business together. I was like, "You know him? Tell me about him." I was like, I figured that the girl had met an Adeori, an archetype of Adeori, because I know who the guy is. I know what the guy does for people. So I told the girl, I said, "I am going to school you to ensure that this becomes your restoration plan." We didn't manipulate the guy, but guess what? I said, you must ensure that you don't tell any of your friends about this relationship, number one. None of your friends, none of your family members should know about this guy, about this relationship. until you have built it to a certain level. I have seen how this guy gave people houses, just give them houses, just give them cars, just give them things, even me. So I said, I know this guy, I know what this guy can do. So if this guy is saying that he likes you and he wants to date you, it's like infinite intelligence saying, I am now going to reward this girl for the slandering and the mockery, for the lies that were told against her. Because the lies were too much. She broke down. She cried for days. A pretty girl, a pretty mixed race girl, now looks like a tattered. She will come to one garden and sit down and say, Femi, come and meet. Can you meet me here? Yes, I can meet you. I'll go and meet her. Because me, she is my sister. That's why, listen, you need people in your life who understand that everything is not about let's go to the bedroom and attack ourselves. No, you can have friendship with men or women who are not after your toto or your bola. It's possible. As pretty as she is, I never had any thought that says you are my sister. And she understood it. And she will come, can you come and meet her? And I will go and meet her. And she will start crying. Why did they lie? I really love this guy. This guy, when I was schooling abroad, I know what he did. He sent some money when my father couldn't send money again. He paid, he did this. Why did they take this guy from me? Why? Wow, they came. This was in 2023. Yes. And she said, I hope this guy is a good man. I said, I am telling you, he's a good man. And they started their relationship. In less than 3 weeks of dating the guy, I'm telling you true life story, less than 3 weeks of dating the guy bought her a 25 million naira car. I said, I don't want you, all this boat. She brought the car to me and said, this is what, he just called me and said, I should pick this up. He had not seen the, I don't know, by now, he would have opwe like maybe 1 million times. Was that then, after 3 weeks, I said, this guy has not even seen the color of your car. He already bought you a car of 25 million. I said, I want to see your dad. I can pay for his medicals. I need to see your people. And I said, protect this relationship from everybody, including your siblings. And the relationship started. It started. And the guy, now she owns properties. Now she has her own business. She couldn't even finish her school abroad because there was no school fees. The guy paid off everything. Now they are having a sweet, loving relationship. Now she owns her own spot, big one, at Wuse 2. So imagine that after I experienced with that other guy, she started feeling, man, I don't want to do anything with men again. Women, men, go away. Some of you men, Alpha may want to do. Women, go away. Some of you men, it is your love, your true, honest love to a woman that will lift you up. Yes. When you love a woman right, the right woman, that is the love. That love will become the propeller and the catalyst for your next level. It will activate a new timeline in your soul contract and your destiny. I'm telling you guys, 2026 is a great time to start new things, new relationship. Let the old go. Let the old go so the new can emerge. 2026 is a great time. So prepare your mind, be open-minded. Because some of you, the destiny handler we're talking about is within the comfort